I've said this about 1,000,001 times. I'm going to say it again. Most agencies have a quote process. They do not have a sales process. And a sales process is about the person. A quote is about your underwriting. Hey, everybody. So you might be wondering, why do I need a process for insurance sales? I sell just fine. People buy and price. Wrong. So wrong. So wrong. Not right. Not right at all. The reason we need an insurance sales process is there are steps to a sale. There's a beginning, a middle, and an end. The beginning has rapport building, loosening the customer up, letting their guard down, right? And also figuring out if we want to sell this person. Are they qualified to work with us? So if we spend 3 to 5 minutes just on that, you will open up so much opportunity there. But so many agents go right into the quote, like VIN, year, make, model, annual sales, employees. Wrong approach, okay? Then we go through the quote information where we want to make it engaging. We want to use technology. Yes, technology. Something that most agents hate because sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I don't want to slow down and learn something new. Again, wrong mentality. We want to make it easy, engaging, and effortless for the people to give us all this information we need to quote. And in today's market, we need so much information to quote, so we don't want that. So then the next step that we also need to think about as we go through it is, how do we wrap it up? If I'm not going to quote on the phone, one, did I set expectations? Did I let them know I'm going to keep shopping the top companies for them? Did we set an appointment? Did we offer a video recall? Yes, getting on camera, just like I'm doing now. Lights, hair, makeup, the whole 9 yards. If we didn't, then that's a problem. So then we go ahead and we get the quote presentation, right? Which is, am I going to give the carrier value? Am I going to talk about the process? Maybe give 2 different options so people pick A or B, and then am I going to go in for the close? If I can't get the close, am I then going to also go in and overcome objections? So the reason you need a process is underneath all of these items, there's so many steps that you can take that stack the deck in your favor. I've said this about 1,000,001 times. I'm going to say it again. Most agencies have a quote process. They do not have a sales process. And a sales process is about the person. A quote is about your underwriting. 2 different things. In fact, some agencies, I think, have what we call a sales disablement process. They're doing everything in their power to not sell because we're over underwriting. Listen, I believe in underwriting, but I also believe that we have to get a sale in the door to underwrite. So if we're cutting it off too early, it just simply won't work. So my advice to you all along here is to take a deep breath, focus on the sales process, the beginning, the middle, the end. How do we make this customer a warm friend? How do we sell them for life? And the biggest tip I'm going to give you is you have to present the quote. That does not mean that we email the quote and do one follow-up. Our secret shoppers will tell you all of the reasons why that's not a good idea. Instead, we really, really want to dive deep and get to a place where you're making the customer the center of everything. Education is our value proposition. So do not, and I mean this, do not focus yourself on just getting the quote out the door. It's more than just a quote. It's protecting what somebody's working really hard for. And we should all take that really seriously.